All right, guys, I'm going to teach you how to plug this into your calculator. We're going to do a quadratic regression instead of a linear regression. So normally you'd have like a bunch more points, but to make a parabola, we just need 3 points. So the first thing you should do is hit Stat, Edit, enter your points in, X into list 1, Y into list 2, like that. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. Hit second quit. Now, when we go second y equals and turn our stat plot on like we did before, list 1 and list 2, that's good because if you look, I entered my stuff into list 1 and list 2. Plot 1 is on, that's good. Now if I hit zoom 9, if you look at this, this is not linear anymore. It kind of starts low, goes high, so this is going to be quadratic. So instead of using our linear line of best fit, when I go stat calc, I'm going to use my quadratic reg number 5 instead of number 4. List 1, list 2, just like before, store regression, second alpha trace, y1, go ahead and calculate that. So this calculated our fit for us, so we got y equals 3x squared minus 15x plus 14. So that should look familiar, hopefully. See this r squared? That's like r used to be, so r squared equals 1 equals a perfect fit. If r squared is lower, closer to 0, it's going to be kind of a bad fit. The highest r squared can be is 1. So that's like our r with our linear stuff. Okay, so now we hit zoom 9 again. That'll graph the line for us. So I'm going to teach you how to find a couple things here. First of all, you can't see the whole parabola if you look at that. So I'm going to change my window. You could zoom out, but I'm going to change my window. I need to go, if you look at my graph, I need to go that way. And I need to go up a little bit. I can see the vertex, I can see this x-intercept, but I can't see all of it. So I'm going to hit window. I'm going to change my, if I want to go that way more, I'm going to change my x-min to like -4. That's all good. Let's just hit graph to see what happens here. That looks great. Here comes our parabola. Choom, choom. Okay, so we can see both x-intercepts and we can see the vertex. I'm going to show you now how to find the vertex and the x-intercepts. So if we hit second, the blue button, then calculate. If you look at our graph, this is a minimum. So if I go second calculate, I want to find the minimum. Now what we have to do is we have to build a gate. So when you're thinking about your gate, if you have your parabola, it looks like this. It'll say left bound, so you have to go left of the parabola, make a little line. Right bound, go right of the vertex, make a little line, and it'll say guess. So then you want to guess where it is. So left bound. So right now my cursor is too far to the right. So here I go, coming left, coming left. Here it comes. So here's my cursor. Right now I'm left of the vertex. So hit enter. See how it's building that gate? And then right. Just has to be right, doesn't have to be perfect. And then guess. So that's my vertex right there, -2.5, comma, -4.75. Now you could have done that with your formula, but this is another way to think about it. So again, to do that, I hit second calculate, go down to minimum, because it's a minimum, go left, then go right, and then guess where it is, right about there. You can make the gate as big or as small as you want. Now if you go right and left, it won't do it for you. Now, let's find this x-intercept. So go second. Instead of using our minimum, we're going to use 0 because y is 0 on the x-intercept. So again, it's going to say left bound. So you have to go put your cursor left of the... So if this is right on it, hit left a couple times. Now we're going to build our gate again. Go right. So I built my little gate, then hit enter. That'll be 1, 0, or x-intercept. If you want to find the other one, hit second calc. Again, hit 0. So right now, think to yourself, am I left or right of the y-intercept, of the x-intercept? Here I'm going to be right on it, so if I want to go left, I hit the left button. See how I'm building my gate here? If you have one of the newer calculators, you will build the gate just like I am. And go ahead and guess where it is. So one last time, to find the vertex, we go second calc. We want to find the minimum. Go over here. Left bound, make your gate. Right bound, make your gate. Hit enter, where do you think it is? Boom. To find your x-intercepts, you go second 0 now. Left bound, so you have to build your gate again. Left, then build it right. And then guess where it is. Now here there's 2 x-intercepts. Another little trick that might be helpful is you can go second calculate, and you can just go value, and you can just type things in, like 6, enter. Oh, it didn't work. You know why it didn't work? Because 6 is not in our domain. We have to go that way a little bit more with our windows. So if I hit second calc, value, it goes up to 4. So 4 could be good. Then I could hit 3, see what y is. I could hit, oh, 8 wouldn't work. -2. I could find my y-intercept and hit 0, 0, 14. There you go. So when you're doing your quadratic regression, you hit stat calc. Instead of going to 4, you go to 5, and then everything else is exactly the same. The toughest thing is probably finding the window. So remember, you hit zoom 6 first, or sorry, when we're doing stats, we hit zoom. Actually, zoom 6 looks amazing. Zoom 6 looks really good for this one. Normally it won't, but this one looks good. So remember, we hit zoom 9. It'll look like that, and then you got to change your window around. So I change my window by going this, and then I need to go that way more, so -3. The problem that people run into is they hit zoom 9 again. And if they hit zoom 9 again, it'll just give them the old window. So after you change your window, you just hit graph. All right, miss you guys. See you soon.